we come up with a very simple idea, which is a UI to do batch transaction on Starknet. But then we found that it's not enough. We want to provide more and more tools, and also make it more user-friendly for non-technical users. That is where we come up with our AI assistant, where you can use natural language and typing to do a transaction. Then we also identified that a multi-sig on Starknet is very troublesome. Like your multi-sig on Argent, you cannot use it on Bravos, and Bravos you cannot use it on Argent. So that at the end, we come up with a platform that is kind of like a account management platform, while at the same time we provide a lot of useful tools that can boost your financial efficiency on Starknet.
Hello, my dear Starknet friends. Welcome back to the Star Cafe. And today we are exploring a new protocol that is launching on Starknet very, very soon. So I'm really excited about this episode. And it's a pleasure to welcome the founder of this protocol, Q3x. And we have the pleasure to have Ju Peng, its founder. Hello, Ju Peng. Welcome to the Star Cafe. How are you?
Hi, I'm good. It's my pleasure to be here, to be honest. And yeah.
Great to have you here, Ju Peng. And so today we are going to explore Q3x, which is an all-inclusive DeFi platform, I would say. And it is a platform that allows its users to perform a lot of different actions on Starknet. It provides a lot of services. We could say that it's a sort of multi-services platform. And yeah, I'm really, really excited to know more about it. But without much further ado, let's proceed with this episode. And I think it would be a great start introducing yourself a little bit to the community. How did you start building on Starknet? And also, when did you come up with the idea of building Q3x?
Yes. For me, I'm Ju Peng and I'm from Malaysia. But instead of only myself, I would rather prefer to introduce my team who built this together. And we are a team that have around 4 years of experience on Starknet ecosystem. We contribute a lot to open source project and also protocols on Starknet. We are the team that maintains Scaffold, which is a framework that used to onboard users from other chain to Starknet very easily for developers. And also we have some other projects like Speedrun Start that is kind of like different challenges can use to practice how to develop on Starknet. Other than that, we also do a lot of workshop based camp to onboard other people to Starknet. We also build a very similar framework to Scaffold Start, which is Scaffold If Start, which is combined by Scaffold If and Scaffold Start. And this is designed to launch a project on Starknet very easily, while you can seamlessly switch between EVM chains and Starknet. And we also have some project like Marquis, which is a Starknet-based mobile game application, and Stormbit, which is an agreement-based lending protocol. Well, initially, we found this project is because a very simple reason. Because it's one of my friends, he's an employer and he pays his employee by using Starknet. He sent start to different employee by using his Bravos. And he found that there's no way for him to do a batch transaction. And every time he sent to different employee, he do his 2FA, 3FA, and it takes him like 20 seconds for each transaction. And he's very annoying on that. And also some of our friends, they are not technical people and they don't know how to do. For us, we know how to do it like natively. We can write some script. And it's a native power on Starknet, but for them they don't know, and they knew us on Starknet, so they asked us. That's the I would say the initial reason. We come up with a very simple idea, which is a UI to do batch transaction on Starknet. But then we found that it's not enough. We want to provide more and more tools, and also make it more user friendly for non-technical users. That is where we come up with our AI assistant, where you can use natural language and typing to do a transaction. Then we also identified that a multi-sig on Starknet is very troublesome. Like your multi-sig on Argent, you cannot use it on Bravos, and Bravos you cannot use it on Argent. So that at the end, we come out with a platform that is kind of like a account management platform, while at the same time, we provide a lot of useful tools that can boost your financial efficiency on Starknet. Then, until now, we identify another trend is having a MetaMask, like having EVM in Starknet, and that is where we have MetaMask integration in our platform.
That's very, very remarkable. I really like also the problems that you want to solve, which are practical problems that everyday users and founders in the Starknet ecosystem are encountering sometimes. So I like the fact that you want to solve the problem of creating a batch transaction, which is something very needed also, because when you do transactions manually, especially when you need, for example, to pay the salary of several people, it's very easy also to let somebody out, to forget about somebody. So having a batch transaction framework would be very, very useful. And yeah, so you were saying that you also contributed a lot to Scaffold Stark, and which is a community-led initiative. And together with the other members of the I would say also of the Marquis and Stormbeats, right now also Q3x family, you're collaborating with each other, and you're building a lot of very good products. And yeah, the Scaffold Stark family, right? Because in the end, also a very good part of the contributors on Scaffold Stark are building these products, such as Stormit, such as Q3x, the Marquis. So you're doing an excellent work. And well, let's dive deeper a bit on Q3x, right? It's a very promising platform. And I would like to play a clip that you sent me a couple of days ago, where you introduced the protocol in a very good way. And then after that, we'll be commenting the clip. Maybe you will be sharing your screen to point out at some improvements that you've done during these days. And yeah, maybe I will also ask you for some questions after we play the clip. So,
hey everyone, I'm Ju Peng. Hey everyone, I'm Ju Peng. And today I want to introduce a new platform that simplifies your daily operation on Starknet. It's an AI-powered all-in-one financial platform that designed for both experienced DeFi users and newcomers. It simplifies everything that you already do but on Starknet. In short, I would conclude Q3x with the following core features. And the first one is batch transaction, where we provide a user-friendly UI in performing batch transaction that you will see in later live demo. The second is an AI assistant that allows you to perform transactions by just natural language that you prefer. Thirdly, a multi-sig management is also supported in Q3x with customizable extensions such as whitelisting, auto payments, and much more. Then we also allow MetaMask users to interact directly on Q3x, and we will handle the rest for you. There's also an analytic dashboard that allows you to track your income, your expenses on Starknet. And lastly is the cross-protocol connectors that allow you to access any protocol on Starknet from Q3x. So you will move all your transactions happening on other protocol to Q3x batch transaction and execute them all at once. Okay, now let's go into the live demo of how we do a batch transaction on Q3x. First, I will go to the address book and save the new address as my contact so that I can use it later without inputting address every time. What I will do is I will send some token to this address, to this contact that I saved just now. And I do a swap from Stark to ETH, but instead of execute it directly, I add it to the batch. So now in the batch, you can see that I have a send and a swap transaction waiting to be executed. And what I can do is just execute at once. And now I would like to show you my favorite tool in Q3x, which is the AI assistant. Now I have the setup of two contacts in my address book, employee 2 and employee 1. Now what I want to do is I want to pay them in Stark, but I don't have enough Stark. So first I swap some of my ETH to Stark, and then I pay them individually. So what I need to do is just wait for the AI assistant to give my transaction back, and I just need to review them to review the data is correct, like the address, the amount, and then I just confirm and sign. can just do a double confirm in your extension. The things that I want to mention here is when things come into AI assistant, it can become very complicated. And what I demoed just now can be the simplest use case. Imagine that I don't have ETH, but I have some stake on Vesu. What I can tell the AI assistant is just close the position and get my X stack back, swap my X stack to stack, and then pay them. This is also one of the possible use cases. Okay, now let us check the analytic dashboard from Q3x. When you visit this page, you will see different analytic results like last 5 days spending average, your inflow, your outflow, and a general statistic that show your income and expenses of each month of the year. You can also export this analytic result into a PDF, and this is how an analytic report look like. It just show you the same analytic result in a table format and also your transaction history. Okay, now let's check the multi-sig management on Q3x. And what I'm doing here is creating a new multi-sig with 2 signers. And the module setup here is what I mentioned earlier. It's a customizable extension to your multi-sig. So an example is auto payment, where you can configure your multi-sig to pay a specific amount of token to a specific address at the daily, weekly, or monthly basis. So now let me create the account and fund the multi-sig that we created just now. So now I'm going to do a send transaction using this multi-sig, and I will need my another signer to confirm the transaction as well. Now I'm going to switch to another signer and import the multi-sig. So basically, multi-sig on Q3x can do the same thing as all of the account available, like batch transaction, AI assistant, wallet analysis. Everything is the same. You just need extra signer to confirm the transaction. And yeah, and that's all for my sharing. If you want to try Q3x, you can visit q3x.io, and if you want the latest update of Q3x, you can follow us on X. We are also looking for partners, so if you are interested, we can collaborate. And thank you. Yeah.
Amazing clip, Ju Peng. Thanks a lot. And yeah, so I have some questions. For example, if I remember well, the multi-owner, the multi-sig functionality can be accessed only through the MetaMask snap for the time being. Am I correct?
Sorry?
Like I was asking you if the multi-sig functionality, the multi-owner functionality, can be accessed by the MetaMask snap only. Because if I remember well, yesterday I was having a look at it, and it was written that I could access it only with MetaMask, or maybe I was wrong.
Actually, there's no MetaMask snap. What we done is we are utilizing the Argent contract, their wallet contract, and they are supporting to use MetaMask to sign a transaction. So basically what we are doing is we are deploying an Argent contract, and during the middle of them, we are not generating any private key. So at the end of the day, you are still only using your MetaMask private key, but you are unable to, Argent is unable to verify your MetaMask signature. That's how it works. Like we are kind of like agent that help you deploy an account for your MetaMask.
So you are not performing a transaction on a EVM network when you use Mac. Okay, so you're just signing that you're just approving the signature, the transaction. Yeah. What kind of other partnerships do you have in order to create sub products on Q3x? You mentioned that you are also working on functionalities where Q3x users will be able to perform actions on other protocols without going to the pages of these protocols themselves.
Yes, there are 2 ways, and one is using the AI assistant, where we previously migrate from a service provider that provides this kind of service that he will able to generate a transaction for you. But now we are using our own system, so this means that we have more control. So as long as we want to add this protocol, we can add it very easily. Let's say for now, imagine for now there's no afternoon swap on the AI assistant, and for us, we are very actively developing this. We can add it very easily without depending on those service provider. So this is one way where we can integrate it, like just afternoon, like swap something on afternoon, And another way is using a connector. So this connector is kind of like the wallet option when you connect your wallet on other protocol. So imagine there's Argent, there's Bravos, and there's one Q3x. Then when you connect to this Q3x, it's not actually when you connect to this Q3x and you execute the transaction on the platform, instead of the transaction directly submit to Starknet, it was reflect in the Q3x platform. So it can be either add to the batch, or if it's a multi-sig, it will be a pending transaction. So why this is because it will allow you to use any protocol on Starknet. So imagine that imagine without Q3x and you want to do a swap on Afno because you don't have enough, maybe USDC, you swap it, and then you withdraw from Vesu, and now you pay to your employee. For this, you need to go to Afno to do one transaction, do your 3FA, 2FA, go Vesu, do your 3FA, 2FA, and then send your employee one by one. So with the connector, you connect Q3x, you go Afno, you swap, this reflect into your batch, and you go Vesu, you do a transaction, you go to your batch, and then you come back, you go AI assistant, you type, I want to send 100 USDC to employee A, employee B, add to batch, and execute together with one transaction, with one GFA. That will save you a lot of time. But apparently, if you are just doing one transaction, this connector might not be useful.
Well understood. Yeah, it looks really interesting. And yeah, I see like here, as we can see, there are a lot of other functionalities as well. You're also integrating a NFT sending section where you will be able to send NFTs. Then regarding the AI assistant, regarding the AI assistant, was wondering what kind of LLM are you using? Are you using a particular AI framework?
No, we build it by ourselves.
Oh,
we only use the cloud, and then we process everything by ourselves.
Congrats, yeah, cool. And in terms of security, are you planning to make some audits? Like, are you in talks to let the platforms being audited? And what are your steps in terms of security?
Okay, so basically, while there's no contract happening on Q3x because we are using Argent contract and they are well audited, but later there is some, as I mentioned, there will be some extensions that you can apply to your multi-sig. So that will be go through audit. But first, our goal is to make this extension very simple, because they are just one step, one very small functionality where you can configure and activate it. So this contract maybe just gonna like 1 to 2 functions, and it will be very simple, so that people is not very technical, they can verify that this is safe, and there will be no tokens transferred to the contract, and you just approve it, like the auto payment, like monthly. You approve to Q3x, and you configure by yourself. You want to execute it automatically. You want us to prepare it for you, and you come here and just sign it. That's everything configurable. So
I got it. Yes, sure. So as long as the protocols, the underlying protocols that you implemented on Q3x are audited and like are safe, users are not going to have any problems with Q3x itself, as long as you don't work on more complex products, or maybe like smart contracts that will be built by yourself. And yeah, maybe I will cut this part out. And yeah, thanks a lot for this clarification, Ju Peng. So let's move also to when are you shipping these products on mainnet. So for the time being, it looks already on mainnet, of course. So when are you announcing it publicly, and when will all Starknet users be able to play with it?
Yeah, it will be available publicly in 1 week. So maybe the time you're watching this, we are already public.
Exactly. Are you also planning any upcoming developments? Something that you would like to share about the future? Like, what are your product dreams and something like that?
We have a lot coming in coming months. Let me share this.
Okay.
Basically, we've just done our phase 1, which is the core features, where you can see right now, like asset overview, authentication, multi-sig with MetaMask. you have your AI assistant working. We support Afternoon Paymaster. You can save your friend address in address book. That's the phase 1, which is done. And now we are moving into the phase 2, which I think is the most important compared to those other 3 phases, which we will launch it on mainnet and get feedback and keep iterating it. The second is we migrate to our own AI system, and one very cool tools that will be coming out is bridging. So you'll be able to go to the AI assistant and type, like, you can ask anything or do transaction related to bridging. You can ask, like, if say I want to bridge from Starknet to any other chain, I can ask what chain I can bridge from, what token I can bridge, and then you can just type, I want to bridge from Starknet to Base with 100 USDC to the address, and this will be prepared for you just in seconds. You can just verify it and sign a transaction. And then we'll be integrating with Argent and Bravos, which we will be talking to them to see how we can work together so that we can have a multi-sig that support Argent, Bravos, and MetaMask. And in this phase 2, we also plan to release the first module, which is the auto payment, where you can just configure to send to specific address at monthly, or daily, or weekly basis of a specific amount. And this cross-protocol connector is the one that we mentioned earlier, that you can go to other protocol and do transaction on other protocol, and this reflect in your batch transaction or your pending transaction if it's a multi-sig. Then we will make it accessible from Argent and Bravos mobile application, which is very useful, especially when it comes with the AI assistant, because when you are using your phone and you go to Argent mobile app or Bravos mobile app, it's not that convenient as you can do on a laptop. You can switch between different tabs. So this is how we can help is you just go Q3x, you type everything you want to do, let us prepare the transaction, you review it, one-click transaction, and all done. You don't need to navigate between different tabs, between different protocols to do it one by one and go through the verification every time. That's the phase 2, which we carry out all those most extracting features. And then we go to phase 3, it's more like adding extra tools that can boost your financial efficiency on Starknet. But this Q3x mini app is one of the most, I would say, important thing in phase 3. It will be a mini app on Telegram. And instead of doing a mobile application, which can create some hassle for users to download it and trusting some small team, this can be directly available on Telegram mini app, where you just click the link and just open the mini app for you. And what you can do is, this mini app is designed to onboard users from Web 2. So instead of very technical things, this mini app will be a bit more entertainment. You'll be able to do a red packet in this mini app. So this red packet is come from a Chinese culture, and in reality, it seems something like this. Exactly, and inside we put money. And what you can do on the mini app is you'll be able to prepare a red packet. You input some money. This will send to your friend with a nice message, and they wouldn't know how much money in it, and they will just open it and receive the money. This is a bit more on the entertainment and onboarding users that are not technical. And we're also integrating some real-time notification and messaging apps for your pending transaction. So let's say you are a team, you are Starknet Foundation, you have a Slack channel. When someone creates a pending transaction, it just notify you on your Slack. And there's a lot more, like we are releasing more modules, whitelisting, which can potentially prevent the Bybit hack. What this whitelisting doing is that it will constrain your multi-sig to only interact with whitelisted address and specific functions on the contract. And we are going to partner with some projects to integrate this connector and this AI assistant. So when times go, it's gonna be more protocol, and you don't even need to visit their protocol. You can even do everything in just one protocol. And there's some subscription, which in the future the AI gonna be premium. So you can like make monthly payment. And this is a thing that is very useful, at least for me, which is a dashboard to overview what you have approved on Starknet, and you can just rebuild it very easily in one page. Then the last phase is more on making it better. Like there's an automated AI portfolio management, which will suggest you based on your current holding. We will get which protocol have the best APY and suggest you with AI assistant, prepare the transaction for you, one click to deposit. And there are some security features, like for your multi-sig, if there's a signer that is not doing any transaction on chain, there's some like alert or notification for you to know that maybe this signer ran into some problem. So be aware, or maybe we change to another multi-sig. There's staking and also transaction simulation to let you know the outcome before you execute. And also some more advanced analytic metrics on the dashboard so that it provides you a better observation of what you did on Starknet. Yeah, that's what we plan to do now. I think there's a lot to carry out and will be very useful for Starknet users.
Very impressive and ambitious roadmap, Ju Peng. Really, really good. And I was wondering how you're going to monetize on the product itself. How are you going to make it rentable? I saw that you're planning to integrate some subscription and revenue model, but I was also wondering if you're going to charge some small fees to users, or you are going to have some sort of custom agreements with the different protocols that you are going to integrate on Q3x. So how is it going to work business-wise?
Oh, wait, I didn't aware of this.
Okay. Don't you like this question? Okay.
No,
Okay.
actually, the charging is actually based on some feature on Q3x. Like let's say monthly, maybe you can do like 30 requests of AI assistant, and beyond that, you need to like pay. You can make a subscription to the premium feature like AI assistant and other system like some customizable node modules. Will make it only accessible from premium. For the partner with other protocol part, I'm not aware of right now, to be honest.
Yeah, sure. No worries. I can understand that.
Yeah,
and
because for now we are not yet talking to a lot of protocol.
Sure. I understand that. And so there are a lot of very interesting roadmap milestones here. So really looking forward to seeing them implemented very, very soon. And it's been a very productive episode so far. Thanks a lot for having come to the Star Cafe, Ju Peng, to introduce Q3x to the Starknet family. And thanks a lot for choosing us as the venue to present it. And obviously, thanks a lot to all the listeners. And make sure to like and subscribe. Make sure to like this video and to subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's gonna support us a lot. And so Ju Peng, thanks a lot. Really, I can't wait to have you back at the Star Cafe. And thanks a lot, and good luck with the launch.
Thank you, Nasta. It's my pleasure to be here.